market trading watch list for Thursday, July 21st, 2011. Let's take a look at some stocks we have been watching, and I have one more stock to put on the list. CROX fired off on Tuesday. Wednesday it had a little bit more upside here. So right now I'd be moving stops to break even on this one. That's what the video would be doing here. So if it dips back down, that's it. Take the scratch. If not, looking for a target of these highs. EVEP, okay, didn't fire off here. And we're still watching this one. If it fires off and breaks the low of the spinning top, watch this moving average for a quick test. We also have this previous resistance point, which it's now lining up with pretty well at 59.95. So that's the first support on that one. JVA, we've been watching this one. You can see it didn't really have anything special on Tuesday. It gapped up above everything, and then on Wednesday it formed this little hammer here. HFC we were looking at, didn't do much, gapped up and kind of sold off for the rest of the day, or maybe not the rest of the day, but wound up at the lows, so gapped up at the highs of the day and closed at the lows. Let's look at CMG, see what that did. Okay, CMG was a nice fade off of this gap down. Okay, you can see it back above the breakout level here, so this one may have shaken off the earnings here. Let's see what it can do. Riverbed, another one. This one didn't exactly shake it off. It was down 23%. Apple, all right, opened up basically at its highs. Did not open above 400, and then sold off most of the day. Profit taking, I mean, this is a giant run here, so profit taking is expected. You know, like I said in yesterday's video, I think, or on a blog post, yesterday was just a blur to me now because I had that horrible day, and plus I was up till 6 in the morning working on some stuff. But you know, I had talked about that, you know, if everybody was buying into Apple and boom, they bought after hours, who's left to buy, right? And that doesn't mean it's not going to go higher from here. But on the short term, you know, this is a large volume spike with, you know, a big gap up that wound up selling off. I wouldn't be surprised if we filled this gap. And it may not come on Thursday, but, you know, we may want to whittle down there and fill that gap. Google, okay, still watching this one. Put this pattern in on yesterday. You can see it closed outside the pattern here, right? So you can see just barely fired off on the lows. So watch this one if you wound up taking this one short. First target would be down here at the 588.16 number. Goldman, okay, nice day, right? We had the gap down that kind of cleaned up all this mess. And the gap down and rally on Tuesday, and then Wednesday just a really nice day. Another gap down and really nice push. And here's the 50-day moving average. Baidu, okay, watching this one here as it's tagging the high. So we'll see what it does. I believe this one has earnings coming up. I may have had earnings today. I don't think so though, but I think it has earnings coming up. Research in motion. Okay, did it? Yes, it tagged the low here. Okay, 25.82 was the target. It went to 25.60. Now has a hammer reversal. If confirmed, watch for a test back up to these moving averages. But it was a pretty broken down stock. But bear flag worked nicely. It's a shame because, as we all know, and I'm saying this tongue-in-cheek, technical analysis doesn't work according to some super gurus. Of course, that is until they start quoting it, start quoting flags and 200-day moving averages. Then all of a sudden it works. But I mean, they're hypocrites in everything else they do. Technical analysis is just one more thing. Let's see what else. Caterpillar, okay, came out of this little coil on Tuesday, Wednesday, gapped up. Not really going that far, that fast. Here's GLD, okay, reversed the reversal. Didn't quite get up to where it opened, but I mean, it gapped down and then had a nice reversal there. SLV, okay, same kind of thing. Open lower and then reversed. And then the new stock for today is a BAS. Now this one I'm a little nervous on because look at all these closes above the 10-day moving average. It's just been on a nice run here, but this is really coiled up here. It's coiled at the highs, believe this is called a roofer pattern, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be mistaken on that. And you can see here, there's the weekly chart, right? So it's right there at that high. So I'm going to watch this, see if it gets some expansion. If it does, I'd be real quick to trail stops. All right, no matter where it was. As soon as it broke out, if I got any type of range expansion, I'd be watching. Now, if it doesn't, and it winds up pulling in, all right, I'd be watching that 10-day moving average, and then this little dip low down here, and like the low 34s, and then you have the 20 EMA, which is coming up, which may meet you as support there as well. So that's it. BAS is the new one for the list. Keep your eye on CROX and watch the other stocks that we have gone over. Have a great trading day on Thursday. I'll talk to everybody again on Friday.